你好吗？我嘅名係 Tina， 我嘅紅人名係李健諾。結嘛，我想教你幾學講Hoisan話。It's so hard to have conversational Taishanese when you haven't spoken properly in years. The only time I speak is when I go and visit my grandmother, and I rarely go to Canada these days because I'm so busy doing other things, but I am planning a trip out there this summer, so hopefully I can brush up on my Hoisan with her. But every time I see her, she's so impressed with how much I understand and how much I remember, because she expects me to forget all of it. But in a matter of a few days, it all comes back to me like completely. And I understand, it's one of those things where if you try and think of it at the top of your head, you won't come up with it. But if you hear it, you'll know what it means and you'll be like, oh yeah, that's it. Okay, so anyway, we're going to go through some phrases. Ni ugi ma. That means, are you hungry? Ngoi ugi. Hailo ngoi ugi. Ni hefa ma. It's also another way of saying, I think they're interchangeable, even though ni ugi means are you hungry? Ni hefa ma, did you eat yet? But it's funny because in old Chinese dialects, fan literally means eat rice. They all say the same thing in their own dialect. They all say eat rice, but it pertains to anything. Did you eat? But I mean, they can also still say without the fan. That makes sense too. But ni ha fan ma, did you eat rice? But I mean, it just pertains to dinner, even though it technically doesn't have to be rice. Ni ha ma, that's another one. Did you eat? I ate. Yeah, I already ate. Yes, I already ate. Obviously, the most basic, how are you? Ni ho ma. Ho means good. Ma is at the end of any question. It makes it into a question. So it's you good, yeah? Ni ho ma. And then you say hola. La is kind of like a conversational piece added to a sentence to kind of emphasize something. So hi lo, or you just say, hola, well, I'm good. Ngim cha ma. Do you want to drink tea? Ngim means drink. Cha is tea. Ma makes it into a question. Ngim cha ma. This was said to me often as a child. It's probably one of the most common things that you hear as a child, and I hated hearing it because I never used to want to go to bed as a kid. I was such a night owl, I still am. But always, fine afunya. Fi means fast. Na is like a connective phrase. Ni fine afun. Fun means to sleep. Ya is another connective phrase. There's a lot of connective sounds in Taishan to kind of emphasize. So it's ni fine afunya. Go to bed, hurry up and go to sleep. That's what it means. Hey Sonia. Hey Sun is literally get up from sleep. Hey Sonia. Get up. Ni Seit soy ma. Do you know how to drive a car? When you say Seit, it means are you knowledgeable in something? Do you know? It also means color, depending on how you say it. If I say, I know John. Why say John ya? Ni say kui ma. I know John. Do you know him? Ni say chao fan ma. Do you know how to cook rice? Why say la? Yes, I know. Taishan is Hoisan. Taishanese is very, I'd say it's a really animated, expressive dialect. It's very deliberate and quite a dramatic dialect. That's what I would consider. It's very dramatic. Like, when it's just coming, like, you don't just say it. You have to, like, emphasize the intonation. There's, like, a rhythm to it. It's like when my grandmother is like, you say what? Like, you know, Seit la, like, you have to, like, we Seit ya. Like, if you saw all of us speaking and having, like, some deep, crazy conversation, it sounds like we're, like, screaming at each other, but that's just the way the dialect is. It's funny because, like, I've heard really harsh sounding Mandarin when I was in China, when I was in Beijing, and it sounded so bad, like, holy crap, like, it doesn't sound good. But Taishanese, it's harsh, but it's not the same. Like, you can get Mandarin speakers who sound really harsh and ones who don't sound so harsh, but Taishanese is like kind of like a medium. Like, it's always harsh, but not in a bad way. Does that make any sense? Like, when I hear people speak really aggressive, harsh Mandarin, it sounds like terrible. Even my grandmother, when we were in China, was like, oh my god, she was in Toisan, she's like, oh, Nanhang, which means, oh, that sounds terrible. Like, it sounds ugly. But when we speak it, I know it sounds so narcissistic, like, well, when we speak it, it sounds gorgeous. No, I'm not saying that Hoisan sounds gorgeous, but it's like the nature of the language is harsh, but it doesn't ever sound like scary or ugly, like when certain people speak Mandarin, if that makes any sense. It's like beautifully harsh. Okay, what else can I teach you? Ni Juong-Yi. Okay, do you like? So Juong-Yi is a phrase we use all the time because we don't have a word. We have a word for, like, I love you, but to say I love it, we don't have that. We have a whole bunch of ways to emphasize the word like, which basically means to love something so much, or you're basically liking something so much, but we don't actually have a word for love when it comes to, like, inanimate things, but we have a word for love when it comes to people, but not inanimate things. So when you like something, like, but if you really like to say, I really, really, so when we say bujiki, it's like really, really like something. So it's basically the equivalent of saying love. It's another way of saying really. We have so many ways of saying very, like I told you, it's just a very emphasis, like a language with emphasis. So you can sing I ho Juong-Yi, I really like it. My buchiki Juong-Yi, really, really like. My dui Juong-Yi, I absolutely love it. Yeah, but it's basically like saying absolutely. My dui Juong-Yi, like totally. So usually to negate something, like the contrapositive. So like would be Juong-Yi. Dislike is Juong-Yi. So is basically to negate things. It's used a lot in different ways. So there's other ways to negate things, but it depends on which word and phrase you use it in. It sounds so confusing when I'm actually talking about it, because it just comes to me naturally because I grew up speaking it, but like now that I'm explaining it, it sounds really crazy. Like if you say you want, 你想回家吗? Do you want to go shopping? 你想 want 回家吗? Shopping. Yeah? Do you want to go shopping? 你想回家吗? 我唔想回啊. I don't want to go. 我唔想回, that's the negative. 我想回, that's positive. I want to go. 你有男朋友吗? This is a question I get asked all the time every time I see any old, Popo or, any of her friends, whatever, Nai, it's 你有男朋友吗? Do you have a boyfriend? Nam is boy or male. Pangyu, friend. In Asian culture, they're considered friends until you're married. It's a male friend, but you just say boyfriend when you're dating someone. Nam pangyu, like everyone knows. It's implied he's your boyfriend. Ngoi umyu, I don't have it. I don't have basically means I don't have one. Ngoi yula, I have one. I have. Ni Juong-Yi cha min ma. Do you like to wear makeup? Cha min literally means paint your face. Ngoi Juong-Yi, I don't like it. But that's not real, right? Ngoi Juong-Yi, I like it. Ngoi Juong-Yi cha min ya. I like to wear makeup. Min is face. Ni Juong-Yi jia go hai ma. Do you like to wear high heels? Ni, you, Juong-Yi, like. Ni Juong-Yi jia. Jia is to wear. Go high. Go is tall or high. High is shoes. High also means something else that's not very nice. High basically is the C word. Yeah, it's horrible word, but it's used so often in Taishanese for slang, for swearing. It's used all the time, and it literally means cunt. But it also means shoes. Depends on how you say it. So if you say ngoi Juong-Yi jia go hai, I like to wear high heels. Ngoi Juong-Yi jia go hai, I don't like to wear high heels. Niga gin sam kwai liang ya. Your clothes are so nice, are so pretty. Odia. Odia means thank you, or you can say something in Cantonese. Thank you is doze, and in Mandarin, thank you is Xie-Xie. And again, in Hoisan, it's odia. Odia shailo. That's a very common phrase. Thank you very much. Shailo. I wouldn't say it means very much, but together it means very much. Shailo means all together, like completely done up. When someone says soy shaiten, that literally means you spent all your money. Shai is kind of like totally outdone. So when you say like odia shailo, it's like you can't say thank you enough. It's like you went over to the end. Thank you. Goi, it's like more of a formal way of saying to say you're welcome. So to say you're welcome, the more formal term would be ngoi, like you're welcome. But if it's less formal, like with your friends and family, you're like mginyu ya. Like mginyu literally means it doesn't matter. I used to say that all the time, especially as a kid, because I was getting fucking told off all the time. So they'd be like yelling at me and I'm like mginyu, like it doesn't matter, whatever. So that was something I said all the time growing up. Mginyu, everything was. Oh, and then they'd be like, oh, what the mginyu, like what that means, whatever, like whatever it is, it doesn't matter to you, you know, like what, you know, when you say what are you doing, that's another very common thing, but that was like said to me in an angry voice as a child. What the fuck are you doing? It's kind of like that, and even though it's literally, there's no swear word in it, it's just like the way you say it. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? What the hell are you doing? What? Yeah, it's like how, it's just really angry and patronizing. Just, what are you doing? It's like, what kind of shit are you stirring up over there in the corner? Like, what are you, like, nonsense are you getting up to? And then I'd be like, mo yeah means nothing. Mo means none. Yeah is like thing. You're like, nothing. Ni chung liang ma? Did you shower? Did you have a bath? It's also what prostitutes in Taishan say when they're trying to pick up men. I don't know why. My dad is so funny. When he went over, he's like, why are all these women asking me if I showered or if I had a bath? That's literally me, like, do you want to have a bath? Do you want to have a shower? That's what it means in Taishan. Really dirty bitch way of saying, you know, let's have a good time. But literally when you're a kid and you're just saying it normally and you're not a prostitute, it just literally means, have you showered? Have you? So I used to always get yelled at for that too when I was a kid because I never wanted to shower. I was one of those kids. Do you like to drink alcohol? Me, you, Juong-Yi, like, Nim, drink, diu ma, alcohol. Yeah? Ni Juong-Yi Nim diu ma. Nguen Juong-Yi. I don't like to. I don't like to. Nguen Juong-Yi. I like to. And it's funny because in Chinese, there's no, we don't say I like to, I like it. It's kind of implied depending on the question. It literally, when you say ngoi zhongyi, it literally means I like. But in the English term, it would obviously mean implied it or to. Kui dui mao, he's drunk. I don't know the literal translation, but dui mao means drunk. Jingoi, really? I used to say that all the time because it's like when you're gossiping, you're like, really? Jingoi, aya is another common phrase that you'll probably say like 1,000 times a day when you're speaking Taishan. Aya is like, oh my god, aya. Sometimes it's like aya, and then when you want to like emphasize it's like aya, like with a J, more of a J sound. I don't know. I heard that a lot too because I was always getting in trouble. So like I'd spill something, I'd break something. Aya, lilo. Lilo. I explained this in my other video. Lilo is like, in Mandarin it's lo because that's how they say for. For means death. It's basically saying shit or fuck. It's like, oh god, fuck. Lilo, like, oh my god, kill me. But even though it means like death, and when people say lilo, it's like, oh, it's, the term is kind of used like shit or fuck. Like, oh, fuck, to the death, kill me, like that. And so in Mandarin it's le, I don't know how they say it, le. Yeah, and then in Cantonese it's say lo, say, because that's how they say for, say. So how we say for is li, so like li lo. I remember my great grandmother chasing me out of the house so many times with a frying pan, saying li nui bao. Li nui bao is such a common curse term that parents and grandparents will use on kids, basically. It sounds horrible in English, but it basically means like you should have died in the womb. Like, you know, shouldn't have been born. It's like the literal translation is to kill you in the womb. Like li nui bao is like die, nui is girl, bao is like the fetus, like in the womb when you're still in the womb. And then if you're a boy, li doi bao. That's what I used to hear my grandmother always call my dad and my uncle. Even when they're grown, even when they're referring to them. Li doi bao baba, like you're fuck, kill him in the womb, dad is coming tonight. Because my dad was such a terror nightmare, so he earned that nickname. There's always a curse word before his name. Kui ho liang nui, she's a very pretty girl. Kui ho liang doi, he's a very pretty. Kui is like him or her. There's no differentiation when you're saying he or she. There's only a differentiation when you're referring to a boy or girl, like, oh, that girl or that boy. Because boy is doi, girl is nui. Her, him, she, he, it's always kui. The same word. Hers, his, kui. Kuiga, it doesn't matter if they're a woman or a man, it's just one term. Kui Juong-Yi ni, he or she likes you. Ni Juong-Yi kui ma. Do you like him or her? Quentin tan ho ya. Tan is like food. It doesn't matter which kind of food. Tan just refers to the meal in front of you. Quetna is like this. So Quetna tan, this food or meal. Ho ya. Oh, another word for like really is muhanga ho ya. Muhanga is also an emphasis. We have so many words for like really very, it's quite cool actually, because in English there's really not that many words to describe, but we have like 4 or 5 describing. Quentan buchiki ho ya. Quentan muhanga ho ya. Quentan ho ya. Ngoi tuijingi quentan. There's a lot of ways to say I really like this meal. Ni hea yan ma. It's weird, hea yan. Hea means eat, but hea yan means do you smoke? So yan like refers to cigarettes. I guess like the way they say do you eat cigarette, I don't know. But it literally means do you smoke? Ngoi hea yan ya. I don't smoke. Ngoi yu ho'u pangyu. I have a lot of friends. Ho'u, u, like ho'u together means a lot. So basically when you say you're full, ngoi bao lo, I am full. What I used to say all the time was ngoi bao wak dai. U, again, that word u is like too much. Wak dai means I'm too full. Like ngoi bao wak dai means I am way too full. Uak dai just means like together with it, it just means you're full, you're too full. You're uncomfortably full, you ate too much basically. Niga yeah no ga uak dai. Your grandfather yells way too much. Kui Xie-Xie here uak dai. She always eats way too much. Xie-Xie is always. Kui hai toi ji lo. He's a rich old man. Kui yu ho u ten. He has a lot of money. There's that word again. Ho means very. U. It's so weird with Taishan. Like now that I'm like describing it, kui yu ho u ten. It's like ho is very, u is even more. Ten is money. There's a sound in Hoisan. Ten. It's like you break your vocal. Like it's not just 10. It's 10. There's like breaks for certain words, and I feel like a lot of Westerners or foreigners who aren't used to speaking Chinese dialects have a lot of issues pronouncing the words with broken rhythmic patterns, I guess. Ten, like I'm used to it because I was taught as a kid, but yeah, that's how you say money. Kui yu ho u ten, he has a lot of money. Kui obok, he gambles. And that's considered a very negative thing. For some reason, obok means gamble. I don't know the literal meaning, but that's what it means. Ni Juong-Yi hyang sui ma? Do you like perfume? Hyang sui means perfume. Hyang means to smell. Sui is like... Hyang means to smell, and it also means like fragrant. Sui is water. So perfume literally means like fragrant water. I like perfume. I don't like perfume. Sifo means comfortable. Sifo, yeah. But it also means like, are you well? Like if you say ngoim sifo, it can literally mean I'm sick. Or it can mean ngoim sifo, like I'm not comfortable. So it has 2 meanings. This is one that I said all the time as a kid. Yeah. U, it also, okay, so u is another double meaning word, with a word with 2 meanings, you know, a lot. But if you, u also means stomach. So I used to always say ngoi u tia, yeah. Tia means to hurt. I had a stomach ache. So u tia means stomach ache. So ngoi u tia, I have a stomach ache. I used to always get stomach aches as a child. I used to have to take these like little Chinese medicine ball pills every day. They're like magnetic. They're called bodayan. Yeah. They're either kind of like pill form. Well, they're both pills, but one is like a capsule of tiny little pills that you just swallow them all. And they're like staticky. I thought they were like magnetic. I don't know. They like float around. And then the other one is like a little tablet, and you take that. They're like orange and they smell terrible, but they work. I don't even know what's in them, but I was giving them as a child all the time because he used to have stomach aches. So the word li, like how I explained earlier, when it's used as a curse, it also can be used to emphasize. Again, more emphasis. Like when my grandmother's referring to like my grandfather or my dad, she'll put "li" in the beginning. It kind of means like God for, like when it's said like, oh, "li baba," like your fucking dad, or like or "li logong," like fucking husband. It's like that, like death to him, you know. It literally means death before, but it's used like fucking like forsaking death to him, you know. It's just like a term to just run him into the ground while you're referring to him. But it's like really common in our dialect. Like I said, it's a very harsh, no frills, very direct, blunt, zero fucks given dialect. That's all I can think about for today. I'll be making another video soon. If you want anything featured in the next video, please do leave a comment below, and thank you again for watching. Bye bye.